Okay? That's the idea. If you have any questions, just holler. In the back. Yeah. So it is geared, when we started, we geared it toward, this is the book I read most recently. It's called Lynchpin by Seth Godin. It's really good. We started because our paradigm was, I've never done anything postgraduate. Maybe I'll do an MBA one day, probably not. But we started gearing toward high school age kids. Now it's grown since then. Now we serve the graduate population. And do any of you know who Chegg is? Did any of you rent your textbooks through Chegg by raise of hand? A few of you. So Chegg is the largest online textbook program. They have a lot of data for college kids. So now our business model is growing from high school to now college. What Chegg is building now and what they have is now, the idea is that they are an online platform for education, that they are the student graph. If you think of your professional graph, it's LinkedIn. Social graph, it's Facebook. Student graph is what Chegg has aspirations to build. So now we serve a broader group.
So how do you capture the personalities of the students and put it into the application?
Yeah, good question. So not a business book, but a really good book. It's called Tuesdays with Morrie. It's this author, when I lived in Detroit, wrote it, and it's just really good. So yeah, how do we capture that? So students, just like with other medium, they can showcase not just their test scores, their grades, but they can upload multimedia content, so video, audio, write essays. They can share clubs that they're in. So now we have schools, for example, that can set up a specific campaign, a message that reaches all students who are in a science and a ski club. And it's a school in the Rocky Mountains that has great courses in computer science. So they can get that targeted. You can share things like your favorite books and things. So we had a school that they were following up with students. The way universities work is they admit all these students, but then only a certain percentage of those enroll. And they want as many as they can that they admitted to enroll. So it's this process of once you've said, yes, you can come to our school, getting them to come is sometimes challenging. Well, we had one admission officer who was communicating with a student and through their profile found that their favorite book, I think it was Catcher in the Rye, was the same as this, like it was genuinely their favorite book too. So they just sent them a personal message saying, hey, I noticed your favorite book, yada, yada, and had a nice conversation. That student ended up enrolling. So it's everything from kind of demographic to psychographic information to just works of sort of art that you've created. I'm going to jump to the next spot and then we'll have another round of questions. We'll kind of do 2 questions at each section, but I do want to get through some content. So